While Havana, the capital, is mainly spared, Cubans throughout the country's provinces are facing power cuts. Michel Vega says he often has to put up with 6-hour blackouts.
Bueno, cuando se va la luz, sencillamente.
When the lights go out, you can't sleep until it comes back. I have an 8-year-old child who has to go to school the next day, so I have to be by his side, keeping the mosquitoes at bay so he can sleep.
It's an issue for the workforce too. In the all-important agriculture sector, production relies on power.
No se puede moler caña porque...
We can't crush sugarcane because we need electricity, and so if there's no electricity, we can't mill. The cane rots, you can't work, you can't earn money.
Experts say it's a problem that's been brewing for years.
Cuba's electric grid is old. It's more than 35 to 40 years that's been operating. So it's old, it's tired, it's inefficient, it's obsolete. The system of the 8 thermoelectric power plants and 20 units, right now, for example, only about 40% are working and operating.
The island needs to update its rickety infrastructure, but it doesn't have the money. Cuba's energy crisis stems from its deep economic crisis. An inefficient planned economy and fallout from the pandemic are key factors. But economists say US sanctions make a bad situation worse, starving the country of billions of dollars in revenue. Now that's less money to import fuel, to build new power plants, and to invest in renewables. The Communist Party wants to avoid a repeat of the summer 2021 protests, when tens of thousands hit the streets across the island. Those protests started after a 12-hour power cut in a small westerly town. And then last August, lightning struck the country's main fuel depot, causing an inferno and widespread blackouts. By last October, the average Cuban household was going 10 hours a day without electricity. Since then, Cuba has leased more floating power stations from Turkey. An expensive band-aid solution, analysts say, but one that pumps more megawatts into the system in the short term. And Russia is sending more petroleum to Cuba to make up for Ukraine-related sanctions imposed by the US and Europe. It's helping, but summer, where energy demand goes up, is on the way. And with blackouts still a common occurrence, and with more shortages of both electricity and liquefied gas expected, some people here are reverting to charcoal. Their patience is being tested. Augustin, Al Jazeera, Camagüey, Cuba.